Hi, and welcome to Strength and Flow. Today's theme is heart. The heart chakra, the heart space in general. We're going to be slowing down a little bit. This is definitely going to be more flow. All you need today is 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks, I strongly encourage you to find something that can be an alternative. If you don't have them, you can still make do, but it does make this a lot more easeful. So we're going to start with our seat or standing if that's more comfortable for your breath meditation. I'm going to elevate my hips because that's how I find more comfort when I'm sitting for a period of time. And we're going to be doing Nadi Shodhana again today, which we learned on day 2. So before we begin, get that comfortable seat of yours. If you're standing, rock back and forth between your heels. If you are sitting, rock back and forth on your sit bones. And then find that neutral position, not too far forward or leaning backward, letting your gaze come to a point, and on your next exhale, softening the eyes or closing them completely. And immediately just draw your awareness to your heart. Take inventory of how your body feels right now. Notice your breathing. And we're going to begin taking your left hand, left pinky plugs off right nostril, and inhale through the left nostril. Hold, switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. And follow this pattern for the next few moments, inviting that triangular motion with the breath, bringing oxygen to your blood and brain this morning. And finding your own pattern with that triangulated visualization, bringing oxygen to your blood and body this morning. If your sinuses do not allow, just find a steady rhythm with your breath. If your mind wanders, acknowledge where it went. Come back to your breath. Trust you are right where you are supposed to be. Completing one more full round. Releasing your hands by your sides or on top of your thighs, palms facing up or down. Let the breath regulate. Know your breath is your guide today. Taking your hands, the base of the palms together in Lotus Mudra, Taking a few more moments here in this breath meditation, thinking about the palms opening up to the sky, welcoming in divine light into your heart space. Trust in the healing, the expansion, and alignment that your heart will receive today. On your next inhale, reach your hands up overhead, give a full body stretch. And one more moment here, hands come by your sides. We're gonna roll out the hands. Start your figure 8 circles, going and leading with the fingers. Yeah, giving a little space here, because we're gonna be on our hands a little bit today. If at any point in this practice you need to rest your wrists, take the skin below the wrist, pull down, create a fist, roll it out. Okay, this will really relieve any tension you might feel in your wrist today. So, let's get started. Taking your block away if you had yourself lifted, we're going to start in tabletop. Immediately connect with your hands energy lock, Hasta Bandha, okay? With the finger pads gripping into the earth, the mounds at the base of the fingers, feeling some strength, especially in the pointer fingers and thumbs. We're gonna do a cat-cow, and then we're gonna turn it into your spinal wave. You can make this as organic as you want. You can cow or cat back, reach it forward, thinking about the wave in your spine. Make this your own here. Maybe you wanna get a little bit more of a barrel roll where you reach your hips side to side. What I want right now is an organic and fluid movement for your spine. Remember, your neck is a part of that too. Taking the pause where you are. We're going to go right into a thread the needle, starting with your right foot out to the side in line with your hip, grounding into your right hand. Inhale, reach that left hand up. Exhale, thread through. We are not holding yet. Inhale, reach your left hand back up. And this time, exhale, thread through, and we hold. You make the space you need. Your right hand can come handcuffed or helping hold you up. 3 more breaths. And inhale, unthread, reach that left hand up, ground it back down. And then we're gonna walk our hands forward, okay? We're gonna do a little puppy walk with that right leg extended. Puppy rock, not puppy walk. Letting the hips shift forward and back. Oh, starting to invite that heart to melt to the earth. Last rock. And then pull it in, switch sides. Hands come underneath the shoulders, left leg extends out, toes pointing forward, outside of that foot grounding in. Inhale, reach that right hand up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, unthread. Exhale, thread through, hold, 5 breaths. Grounding that left hand in, inhale, unthread. Hands walk to the front of the mat, and again, puppy rock. Puppy rock with that left leg extended, letting that heart start to melt, navel in and up, that Uddiyana Bandha kind of vibe. just to really expand in the heart, not just let the whole spine compensate. Last rock. Beautiful. Bring that left foot in. If you have your blocks, I would take your blocks underneath your hands. Take your right leg, extend it out behind you, and first just rock front to back a second. Give a little space in the back of that heel, that calf, and then pause. Lift that right leg, heel away from you, toes towards you. Bend at the knee. Inhale, lift the heel, the chin. Exhale, bring that right foot in between the hands. We're going to start our low lunge to split rock. Please protect your knee. You can put a blanket or a pillow underneath your knee. Now to line up, tuck the back toes under, lift up, find this runner's lunge at first, okay? Then lower it down so the flesh above that left knee is what's down. You're going to exhale, shift the hips back, and then inhale, rock forward. We're going to do this for a few breaths. You can take your hands off the blocks if this is in your practice, to practice the balance here. And as you come into that low lunge, reach the chest forward. As you exhale, let the heart send to the earth. So heart up when we come forward, and then back one more time like that. Finishing up here, find yourself in the low lunge. Ground your left hand into that block or the earth. On an exhale, twist open to the right, and then reach your right fingertips behind you. And then if you can, lift your left hand off, find this twist, low lunge. Option to drop the right hand behind you, touch behind the left leg, reach that left arm up, gazing more forward. We hold 2 more breaths. Okay, windmill those hands. Ground your hands back to the blocks. Tuck the back toes under, remove the blocks, step back, down dog. Elbow creases forward, shoulders externally rotating, navel in and up, head heavy. Inhale, reach forward, high plank. Hold, 3 breaths. Drop the knees, find cow. Inhale. Exhale, cat. Shift back, child's pose. Let the back of the heart open here. Hands can rest in front of you, beside you. Grip your fingertips into the earth. Let the arms come off the ground. 10 tip those fingers in this child's pose. Let there be length from the shoulder to the tips of the fingers. Breathe last breath here. Reach through tabletop. Option to take those blocks back underneath your hands as we go for the other side. Extend that left leg out behind you, toes tucked. Rock front to back. Rock, rock, rock. And then take a pause, inhale, lift that left leg, bend at the knee. On your next inhale, chin and heel come higher. Exhale, left foot in between the hands. Tuck your back toes under, find the low runner's lunge. We align here. And then lower back down, the flesh above that right knee, and we begin your rocks. Exhaling that half split, inhaling into low lunge. You can take your hands off, make it more of a full expression, low crescent. Make this your own. We have a couple moments here. If anything bothers your knees, I would encourage you to opt out of that. One more. Reach it back through into the low lunge. Ground into the right hand. Tuck the back toes under for a little bit of support if you want. Exhale, twist open to the left. Reach the fingertips behind you. If you can, use your balance. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift right hand off the mat. Full twist in your low lunge. Option to drop left hand towards the back of the right leg, reaching right hand up and over. Welcome in heart space. Windmill hands back down to the blocks. Move the blocks out of the way. Tuck the back toes under, step through down dog. One more breath here. And then walk your feet forward, meeting at the front of the mat, taking a pause and a forward fold, and then peel open, standing. As you find mountain pose, come back to your feet, Pada Bandha. The heel grounded, the balls of the feet grounded, toes spread wide, palms facing forward. Soft bend in the knees. Chest open, back of the neck long. Okay, inhale, reach your hands up. On an exhale, twist open to the right, arms out wide. Inhale, back through center. Switch sides, open left side. Inhale, back through center, arms come up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold all the way. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, hands up overhead, ground into the right leg, lift up that left leg. Stork. Option to extend your left leg out long. If you would like, if you have extended hand to big toe pose. And we're gonna twist open to the left. So if your leg is out long, switch, open. If your knee is bent, just twist. 4 breaths. Release any binds you have, step back through center, hands come up, and then rest by your sides. Walk it out. Eyes can stay soft. One hand comes to heart. Notice what happened with your mind and your heart in that little flow sequence. Be patient with yourself, with your balance. Celebrate where you find expansion and honor where you need to recalibrate. Okay. Before we go for the other side, lift up that right heel, roll over the toes, come back down. Inhale, reach your hands up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up. As you do so, ground into the left foot, extend or lift the right foot off the ground. Knee can be bent or extended straight. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. Twist open to the right, knee can be bent or leg stays extended. 4 breaths. Inhale, back through center, release any binds, ground the right foot, hands come overhead. Exhale, hands come by the sides. Roll over that left toe set of yours. Left toe set, what is this? Okay. Ground your feet back in. Let's settle it in here. Reset. Palms face forward, back to the energy shooting up through your feet, heels, balls of the feet in the earth. Bring your awareness back to your heart space. Notice any shifts between the beginning and now. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, hands through heart center all the way down, forward fold. Ground your hands into the mat, step back, down dog. Find your space here. Shoulders externally rotated, pressing through the hands. We're going to move through a little vinyasa chaturanga. You're welcome to drop through with the knees bent or not. I will lead with the knees bent. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach forward, high plank, hold. And then shift the shoulders over the hands. Drop the knees if you want to, or keep yourself in that plank position. Elbows stay in by your sides. Lower all the way. Pause at the bottom of this, either 8-limb or chaturanga. Feel. Press back up as you can. Okay, and then drop the hips forward, bend at the elbows, find your own version of cobra. As we're here, slowly let the shoulders relax down, back of the neck long. Visualize space between your throat and your neck and your shoulders. Looking over the left, and then to the right. Back through center, press back, child's pose. Good job, y'all. Regulate your breath. Let's have a little fun. Peel yourself back through into tabletop. You're going to take your right leg extended out behind you, behind your left foot. You can kickstand your left leg behind you. Peel open, kneeling side plank. From here, we're going to have a little bit of fun. On an inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, let the shoulder relax. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Now those right fingertips. And then if you can, push your hips a little forward. You're going to create almost a stargazer. You can take your right hand, hold the back of the head as you gaze up. Let there be space, right side body. Now remember, while we are here, the strength is not all in the hand. You have your hips and your back foot, okay? Then from this, reach the hand back up, and then exhale, lift the right leg, find kneeling half moon. Find a kneeling half bow, option to bind here. If you've come to my class, you'll find we often do this. One more time here with one more thing. Release the bind, hand up overhead, okay? Now here comes a little extra strength. I'm going to invite you to lift and find a fallen triangle. Ground your right hand down and then step back through down dog. Drop both knees, sit back to thunderbolt. Take a breath. If that felt really intense, shake it out. That's okay. You're allowed to feel certain things. We're allowed to challenge ourselves. We're allowed to feel challenge. It's how we show up for it. It's how we come back to our truth, our center, because you are so fully capable, no matter what the pose looks like in you. It's what it's doing for you. Okay, back through to tabletop. This time we're going for the other side. Left leg extends out, kickstand, reach, peel open, kneeling side plank, opposite side. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, reach your fingertips overhead. Option to slightly push those hips forward. You can grab the back of the head, gaze up, stargazer. Left side body this time. Although I honestly feel it in my right glute. Inhale, reach those fingertips back up. On an exhale, lift the left leg, kneeling half moon. You can stay here or find kneeling half bow. Let the neck be soft. Remember, shoulders are still open and strong. Not all the weight is in the hand, but remember Hasta Bandha, it's not all in the wrist. One more breath. Beautiful, y'all. Extend that leg back down. Ground, option to stay here, or you can lift, find fallen triangle. Your left hand can stay up, or you can ground it back down this side. Step back through down dog. Awesome. One breath here. Walk your feet forward. Meet me in mountain pose at the front of your mat. Stand tall. Digest that. Back to your breath. Ground into your right foot. We're going to find tree. Lifting left foot, you can place it just at the base of the ankle, externally rotating that left hip. You can always bring that foot up higher. And when you found your balance, I invite you to let your branches grow high. Find Gyan Mudra, thumb and index finger touching. Let yourself root down through your feet. Visualize your heart, the center of your tree. And your branch is growing to the sky, because our heart is the connection point with above and below, within ourselves and around us. One more breath. Release everything back to mountain. Walk it out if you need to. Shake out the hands if you need to. Soften the gaze, close the eyes. And switch sides. You might want to open your eyes for this. Externally rotating your right hip, grounding it in that left foot, letting your branches grow tall. Option for Gyan Mudra again. And we hold. Be patient with yourself here. Let this be play, not so serious, not so perfect, but your own unique variation of how you're showing up today. Shoulders away from the ears, even though your arms are up. Jaw relaxed. Feel. Release your hands back to mountain. Inhale, hands come up and through. Exhale, forward fold all the way. We're almost done. Step both feet back, down dog. Take your pause here. Let's meet here. Inhaling through the full expansion of your lungs. Exhaling, navel to spine. Inhale, reach forward, high plank. Option to just drop to your knees and get to the floor, or if you want to lower through a chaturanga, you can. Meeting all here. We're going to come through a locust pose. Option to find a full bow if you would like. Hands will come by your sides, palms either facing your center line or up to the sky. Taking a breath in and out. And on your next inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lift the legs. Find locust. Lift the arms and the legs as high as they want to go. We're going to come back to this, so you can find bow next if you want. Chin tucked, back of the neck long, lift. And relax. Forearms, forehead on your hands. One more time. Reach your hands out by your sides. If you would rather opt out, just go to child's pose already. Take a breath in, lift the chin and the chest, back of the neck long, and then bend at the knees. And then if you want this bow, you can, or just go back to locust. And inhale, lift. We hold 6 breaths wherever you need to. Come out if you need to earlier. If you're in bow, think about kicking your feet higher into the sky. You're allowed to find a little bit of a rock if you need to. Last breath. Release everything you have. Press your hands into the mat. Back to child's pose. We all go. And then reach forward. We're going to do a forearm plank. This is simply just to bring some stability back to our spine after flexing and extending it. So onto the forearms, tuck the toes. We're just going to be here 5 breaths. Hold. Drop the knees if you need to. Keep the tailbone reaching towards the heels. Navel in and up. 3, 2, 1. Relax your knees. Sit up tall through Thunderbolt, and then we're going to make our way to our backs. So I invite a supported fish pose if you enjoyed that the other day. If not, take your blocks, rest them underneath the knees so your knees stay a little bit elevated as we come down into either corpse pose or the block behind the head and the shoulder blades for supported fish. We're going to spend our last few moments here. I invite one hand to your heart and one to your belly. And let your breath regulate. Slow down. After all that movement, notice your heartbeat. Any subtle shifts from beginning to end of practice. And come back to awareness in your heart. Each breath in, an opportunity to breathe deeper. Each exhale, an opportunity to settle, make space in your heart. Let the world happen around you in this pause. For it is in this rest and digest that we can truly receive and hear and heal. You're welcome to stay here longer if you would like. And when you're ready, slowly bring your knees into your chest. And you are done. Great job. I'll see you tomorrow.